Ugh. Looks like my predecessors left quite a mess. Let me say it again. One kills the most abominations within an hour wins. Be careful when you draw your swords, and make sure you don't hurt each other.
But what if I trip him?
How many can you block?
I see. Or I can just hit him.
I didn't expect someone who can't even hold on to a sword to actually have some skill.
I weep for the departed.
I don't have a healer, but whatever.
It too shall fall.
I don't think I really need a healer.
Beneath the water lies an endless abyss. Light and flight.
Stand still.
Retribution will find you.
For oblivion. Time to say bye. Boom. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Strike apart.
Relax.
Beneath the water lies an endless abyss.
Stop targeting Black Swan, that's rude as hell.
Swords descend. Through clouds. I win, Monsieur Lee. You got lucky. Why don't you just take back my
Yeah,
sword,
that's
sincerely apologize, and then go cry your eyes out to your grandpa? Consider yourself lucky that I'm not interested in your rusty sword, as I don't have the nasty habit of snatching people's weapons. All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get carried away with yourself. If you think you can just take this sword from my hand, go ahead and try.
Ooh. Cinematics. Settle down, children.
Well fought, my young friend. However, both of you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike.
Who are you?
Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the alchemy commission. A passerby, if you will.
Bullshit.
I thought I'd see my fill of impressive fights during the war dance. Yet here I am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the alchemy commission, of all places. Well, the law field is never short. However, I have a small suggestion. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the war dances? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
That's a lot more fun to look at.
No, not at all. Yuli and I, we were just sparring.
Sparring? You summoned your flying sword, and she swung her sword with full strength. No grudges between you. I don't believe.
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Faithal? Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady? Faithal? Grandpa always talks about you. Could it be that you're... the Merlin's Claw, the Sanzhou Yaoqing?
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Sanzhou Luofu, too.
Of course, everyone has heard of the great general. Known to all, and unbeknown to none.
Great General? Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Luofu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rival. Sounds much better, right?
Modest.
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive. Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yunli should politely thank General Fei Xiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet. Here's your sword. It's safe. Or might get taken away again. By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight.
Ooh, I just got a short idea.
This is how she apologizes? Oh,
I should write that down.
I got my sword back. Or to the fine foresight. General Xiao. Oh, by the way, Miss Lingsha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jing Yuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier. Thanks for stepping in, General Fei Xiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get fresh air.
You're literally outside. There are trees everywhere and whatever.
Back already? You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours. So, what do you think?
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Luofu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
But... I know you're going to say but, right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Luofu could be in a world of chaos.
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, though at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a
Nice.
sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece, right? Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are saying, and how those close to him behave.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum. Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure of power. Thanks for enlightening me, General.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You made me lose where I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle. You might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jingyuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Law. You think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Well, life and death, Jiao Chou. All predetermined. On starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance to the end of my day. As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I live. You asked if I view General Jing Yuan as my enemy. My real enemy always is.
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
Jeez. You really know how to read the room, don't you?
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend, not seen for quite a long time.
Hey! Was that the Yao Qing just dropped in out of nowhere? Oh, awesome!
Yeah.
I mean, when Yun Li swung that massive sword, he just casually blocked her attack with ease.
Mine too.
Yeah. But to go up against Yun Li is quite impressive, you know? Aura of heroism and grace. It almost makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay.
About that.
You think so too, right?
I agree. General Fei Xiao is indeed impressive.
I was actually hoping you'd give Yanqing some praise.
Fuck him.
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. The war dance is coming up, and I've been chosen to represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled sword masters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today made me feel a bit uneasy again.
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance. Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside. With that mindset, you can prevail against most challengers.
Yeah. Thanks for the advice, Master Danheng. By the way, now that today's events are over, General Jing Yuan wants to invite all of you to the seat of divine foresight. He has something important to discuss.
Wait, why is this? Okay, that worked.
That it's about how to deal with the generals from the Yao Qing Yu Ming.
I really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Fei Xiao and Huaiyan can see the truth. We don't need any more chaos in the Luofu before the war dance.
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder White. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries.
Honestly, I think I kind of want to at least
Like
go
the
to
official
Black March's
introduced
thing so I can grind up traces.
These three braved great dangers, accompanying me to perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Tantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of disciples of Sanctus Medicus. If you wish to know more, please, feel free to ask.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Hu Xuan. He's been summoned to the Yu Chui for questioning. A lot of doubts within the Alliance about this whole situation. But despite all, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, Marshall still stood firm against the dissenting voices and trusted the lawful. Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty, taken down abomination, Lhasa, rescued the Xianzhou Yu Chui from a siege, destroyed the demonic planet summoned by the denizens of abundance. Still remember those battles vividly. There are fools who doubt your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick satisfaction. They haven't achieved anything of their own. They feed off the failures of others. I've seen enough failures in my time. I want to believe that your loyalty has never wavered.
So, General Fei Xiao of the Yao Qing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of the Alliance?
No. I am too.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
The Marshal ordered me to come to the Xianzhou Laofu. The document only says, attend the war dance and listen to Fei Xiao's questioning. No need for that. You're all important witnesses. The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony. Understands the situation he's facing. He mentioned it because she believes both issues.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder White. But is it appropriate to tell everyone here about the Marshal's orders?
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Xiao's? Any discord between us? Well, I'm being open and honest with you. Encourage you young folk to do the same. As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Fei Xiao, one asking. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the timely start of the war dance. Oh, by the way, I've prepared a gift for the war dance. Yes, this case right here.
Basically, I mean, I'm gonna try to read that. Fuck it. I was going to, and then I fucked up in the beginning, so now I'm gonna bother. Ah, yes. Pretty.
There will be numerous contests, celebrations during the war dance. Main event, the ring challenge. The host will match a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos, showcasing excellent martial arts of Yanzhou Lawfu. When you mentioned that the Astral Express would be attending the ceremony, I thought the High Elder of the Lawfu would be the ringmaster.
You humor me, Elder White. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts. How can I assign her as the ringmaster?
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General YN?
This sword case is intended for the War Dance's award. It's empty now. In a few days, a precious sword will be delivered and stored inside. I don't mean to boast about our skills. This sword represents the pinnacle of the Ju-Ming's craftsmanship. It has a legendary history, full of heroic tales from foreign lands, tales that are too detailed to be summarized in just a few words. Since the delegation delivering the sword hasn't arrived yet, I'll just leave the case here for now. I've been wondering who would be worthy of the sword, and then it hit me. I can award it to the champion of the Ringmaster's Challenge. Ceremony's champion is sure to be a perfect match for the sword. Moreover, I hear that Yen Jing is an excellent swordmaster. He will be representing the Lawfu as the ringmaster. Seems like a perfect gift for him.
Thank you for your generosity, Elder White.
If you want to give me a sword, just say the word, Grandpa. No need to beat around the bush.
Cocky little bitch.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you can best Yen Jing.
I know you're all about swords, Miss Yun Li. It's just a shame that it's the sword that ultimately chooses its rightful master.
Yeah, and even if someone gets their hands on such a precious sword, it'll probably end up in someone else's.
Yeah.
The outcome of our duel at the Alchemy Commission is still up in the air. Since you're interested, why don't you represent the Xianzhou Juming and challenge me in the ring?
Exactly what I had in mind.
Wasn't that exactly
He knows
what
he's gonna
Fei
come
Shao
out on top.
suggested?
It could be me.
Just saying.
Could be someone else. It'll probably be me. Whatever happens, it won't be him. I'm not to be rude or anything. We've been watching their drama. I'm dying to find out who beats who.
Quiet down. We have other guests here. I've prepared this sword to add some excitement to the ceremony, not to have a squabble. Not a good look for the Alliance. While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser. It would lead to hard feelings. I have an idea. We don't know who the winner will be. It might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that prize, you'll need to work together. I want you to take on an apprentice who will take part in the war dance and win at least one match.
How does that make sense?
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay. Be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the war dance, playing Cloud Knight flair, prowess.
Well, Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork. Both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome. The question is, whom should the two of them take as an apprentice?
Pretty one.
Huh? Who? Wait, me?
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome of your sword fight. I thought, not teach her the art of swordplay.
Oh, wait! Are you serious, General? Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden? I've never practiced swordplay before. I'm a total newbie.
What about the other night? You were.
Learn
Sorry.
it? Oh, you'll probably realize I have no hope and give up on me. That'd be so embarrassing.
Isn't this a perfect chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
Yeah, did say that. But this is all happening so quickly, don't you think?
Miss March is like a piece of jade in the rough, waiting to be shaped. War dance is the perfect opportunity to see what heights she can reach.
I appreciate your kind words, General YN. But won't teaching me swordplay be a waste of Yanqing and Yunli's time? They should be preparing for the ceremony.
This is.
Plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? If everyone knows each other's tactics, won't that make it hard to catch people off guard during the war dance?
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special.
Are you sure about that?
No need to freak out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more than equipped.
Really?
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move? Boring would that be? Plus, really decides a swordsman's fate isn't some special move. It's the solid fundamentals.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say, Yanqing?
General, I haven't graduated yet. How can I be qualified to teach swordplay to
Sounds
others?
like you're scared.
You're admitting your defeat, huh? Not even confident to teach. Why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yanqing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insight. You've been an apprentice for years. It's about time you looked at swordplay from another perspective.
Then count me in.
Now that Yanqing has agreed too, it all comes down to Miss March giving her no.
It's up to you to make the final decision, March. At least that way, I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
Hey, I've never missed my target. Then I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness, General YN.
Great! Starting tomorrow, Yanqing and Yunli will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knight's swordplay. Yunli and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little initiation gift.
You're too kind. Oh, wait, you're giving me a gift? Shouldn't it be the other way around? General YN's gone. Wait, why does something feel... think we strayed off topic. How did things even get to this point?
Yeah, I brought you here because the general said he had some important matters to discuss.
That was the important thing to
You, Lee, and I
discuss.
suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors.
Because General Huayan wants us to stick around on the Luofu for some time. But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Luofu's operations log were given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as to report claims, or if we're just some made-up excuse to save face. And he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yun Li into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters has now evolved into you two collaborating to mentor March.
Elder Huang is still that tricky general who likes to give everyone a head.
Clearly.
My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act my witnesses. I apologize for not disclosing this information earlier. In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Shao, so you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts you might have. So please, be prepared for the meeting.
Don't worry, General. No matter what happens, I'm prepared to stay here as the Express's witness and answer any question.
Thank you, everyone.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but
Hmm?
The Lawfu Ringmaster won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
I know.
And now, a word from our sponsor. Pointing is hard. Anyway, Dubby is another alternative to your traditional energy drinks, Monster, Rockstar, etc., etc., etc. The person in charge is apparently a much nicer guy than that of G Fuel, and the taste, honestly, might be a little bit better in some ways. So, if you want cool shakers, which the waifu shaker is not currently available, but they might bring them back one day. Some great flavors. And because I am an expert at this, I totally didn't read first. We got Beach and Peach, Dub Slide, and Dragonade. Honestly, sound pretty good. Haven't tried these three. I have tried one so far. Don't remember what exactly that was, but it was a really good flavor, and I'm just really bad at drinking these things that I'm supposed to be drinking to feel better. Though if you want to feel better, instead of drinking just plain old water or some energy drinks that aren't good for you, or supporting somebody that is not that great, don't forget to use my code TheBlaziking right here. And, well, I think I have one more sponsor for you.